Imagine opening your freezer for a healthy morning smoothie. You grab a bag of organic blueberries, only to discover the product in your hand has just been placed in the FDA's most serious recall category. The FDA has officially upgraded the Publix frozen berry recall to a Class I risk level, the highest health risk category defined by federal law. How did these frozen organic blueberries become linked to a multi-state E. coli investigation? Who could be affected? And if you shop at Publix, is there anything in your freezer you need to check right now? In the next few minutes, we're breaking down exactly what happened, which products are involved, and what the official investigation has found. The investigation focuses on specific items: Publix GreenWise Organic whole blueberries and whole mixed berries. These were sold in both 10-ounce and 48-ounce package sizes. This is a targeted recall. It focuses on these specific GreenWise products and does not mean that every blueberry sold in American grocery stores is dangerous. However, because these are long-lasting frozen staples, the primary danger zone has shifted. It is no longer on the supermarket shelf, but inside the American home. The distribution of these products was centered in the Southeast. Specifically, they were sold in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. For anyone living in this region who shops at Publix, this investigation requires immediate personal attention. Federal regulators designated this a Class I recall. By definition, this means the FDA believes there is a reasonable probability that exposure to the product will cause serious adverse health consequences or death. This classification does not guarantee that every bag contains pathogens, but it confirms that the FDA considers the potential risk to be at the absolute highest level of severity. But here's where the story changes. The recall didn't begin with a routine paperwork audit. It started when public health officials detected a cluster of E. coli illnesses across multiple states. As investigators interviewed patients about their recent meals, frozen berries emerged as a consistent food item of interest. The first administrative action was narrow, an initial limited recall involving only a specific lot of berries linked to a single supplier. The situation escalated quickly. Publix soon expanded the recall to include all lots of the 4 specified GreenWise frozen berry products. As public health partners continued their probe, the FDA stepped in to officially upgrade the threat level to Class I. While the scale of the recall is now clear, the exact point of contamination remains a mystery and is part of an active, ongoing investigation. The human impact of this outbreak is documented in the latest official figures: 12 reported illnesses and 4 hospitalizations. No deaths have been reported. It is important to note these numbers reflect an ongoing investigation and could change. The pathogen at the center of this case is a Shiga toxin-producing strain known as E. coli 0145H28. Those infected may experience severe stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, fever, and diarrhea that is often bloody. There is also a risk of a severe medical complication called hemolytic uremic syndrome, or HUS, which can lead to kidney failure. While anyone exposed can fall ill, the highest risk for these life-threatening complications falls on young children, older adults, and those with weakened immune systems. The reason this is still relevant today is simple. The danger is no longer on the supermarket shelf. It has migrated into the home. Frozen foods are designed to last for months. This longevity means consumers often forget exactly when a product was purchased or where it came from. Furthermore, consumers frequently discard original packaging, transferring frozen fruit into generic storage bags. Once transferred into these generic containers, the fruit is completely severed from the identifying lot numbers used in official recall alerts. These environmental and behavioral factors are why frozen food alerts transform from standard recalls into urgent check your freezer emergencies. If you shop at Publix, take these steps immediately. Check your freezer for 10 or 48-ounce bags of GreenWise Organic blueberries or mixed berries. Do not eat them and do not taste them. E. coli cannot be detected by sight or smell. Discard the products immediately or return them to Publix for a full refund. You must also address cross-contamination. Thoroughly sanitize any kitchen surfaces, containers, or blenders that may have come into contact with the recalled fruit. If you have frozen berries in an unlabeled container and cannot verify their origin, follow official guidance and throw them out. Anyone who has consumed these products and is experiencing symptoms of an E. coli infection should contact a healthcare professional right away. In a Class I scenario, assuming an unmarked container is safe is a gamble that simply isn't worth the risk. Food recalls often fade into the background as just another alert or headline. However, the physical risk persists because the product likely remains stored in home freezers. An FDA Class I designation is the highest warning level possible. While the investigation into the source continues, the most effective protection is a simple freezer check. If you shop at Publix, have you checked your freezer yet? And how many people do you think will discover these recalled berries only after seeing this warning? Comment below with your state and let us know. Do you think grocery recalls are becoming more common, or are we paying closer attention now? Stay informed, stay careful, and before you make your next smoothie, check what's in your freezer.